All right, welcome to talking about transformations. You should have a whiteboard and marker and eraser in front of you. If you think it would help you to have your math teacher side open with these vocabulary words, translation, reflection, and rotation open in front of you, that might be interesting for you to try out. So we are talking about congruent shapes, figures that have the same size and shape. First up is translation. It's when an image or shapes slide. We're thinking about how it starts in one place and then just moves to a different spot. So you see this weird looking blue bean looking shape. All it did was slid over a little bit and it's still facing the same way. It's still the same size. It's still the same shape. So now on your whiteboard, I want you to draw this. You have the dotted line in the middle, then you have my triangle. And then I want you to draw what would be on this side if you were to show a translation. So pause the video and draw your translation. All right, if you are restarting the video, that means that you have tried to draw some sort of translation on your whiteboard. If I am translating, that means I am sliding. So I'm simply going to slide it over, plop it over, done. I know it seems silly, but this is literally it. They're facing the same way, they're the same shape, and they're the same size. This image right here shows a translation. Next up, we have reflection. It's when an image is reflected over a line of reflection. It's literally like a mirror. So this dotted line is called the line of reflection. We're really going to think of that like the mirror. When we look in the mirror, we always, whatever we're looking at, so if that's our face facing the mirror, we see our face looking back at us. Whenever I'm looking at whatever shape it is, whether it's a music note or a triangle or this weird looking thing over here, I always think, what is facing towards the mirror and what am I going to see looking back at me? Even if it's a letter, I imagine what side would the eyeballs be on? So I imagine a face looking in a mirror. So you are going to pause the video and you are going to draw a reflection. On your whiteboard, pause the video and draw a reflection of this shape over the line of reflection. All right, if you're replaying the video, that means that you have drawn a reflection. A reflection is going to look something like this. I'm going to have the exact same shape on the other side of my mirror. I'm going to check. This point is what's facing towards the mirror. So that means that this point is going to be facing towards the mirror. Voila! If you drew something that looks like this, that means that you were successful in showing a reflection. All right, last but not least, we have rotation. So when the image is rotated or turned, there are two big things you need to know. You need to know 360 degrees. I want you to pause the video and I want you to draw what this triangle will look like if I rotate it 360 degrees. Bye, guys. I was saying bye to Miss Louder and Miss Buser. All right, so if you're replaying the video, on your whiteboard, you have a shape drawn. Watch and learn. I'm going to rotate this baby 360 degrees, a full turn. Boop, 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 boop. Done. Yes, you're right. Did it move? Kind of. 360 degrees, it means you're turning all the way around. So wherever you started facing, you end up in the exact same spot. Here's where it gets a little trickier. 180 degrees. 180 is a half turn. So here's our starting triangle. On your whiteboard, I want you to draw what this triangle would look like if you rotated it or turned it 180 degrees. That means that it's going to do a half turn. Pause the video and do your drawing now. All right, let's take a look and see if my triangle matches your triangle that you should have on your whiteboard. I'm going to turn it 180 degrees. Just like how I do with the mirror, guys, I always think about, like, if this were a person, maybe like its head would be here. So like here are its eyeballs, here's its face. Can you guys see that with the yellow? Here's its face right here. That's what I decided. That's going to be my starting point. If I turn halfway around, that means that I'm facing the opposite direction that I am now. So I'm going to turn it to the opposite direction. My face was over here, and now it is over here. That shows a 180-degree half turn. I basically flipped it. I went from that side to this side. Just like that would be like me facing the wall with the windows on it. Oops. That would be like me facing the wall with the windows on it. And then facing the coat racks. And then facing the wall with the windows on it. And then facing the coat racks. All right. So now I would really like you to find Miss McMahon, and I will give you your practice quiz to really apply what you learned. During the practice quiz, I encourage you to put your math notebook away to try and memorize those vocab words. Awesome job.